Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. My name is Georgina Dean, and welcome to GEG Aman's monthly webinar, Google Workspace updates and G-Space treats from Jordan. I am the GEG Aman leader, and I'm joined by a super special guest today.
Hello, my name is Farah, and I'm very pleased to be with you, Georgina, and joining you in this GEG Aman session, hoping we will have fun.
It's going to be super awesome because you're here. Guys, stay tuned because Sarah is going to be sharing all sorts of googly goodies all about YouTube in the second half of today's session. So we're really, really excited to have her with us. Let us know in the chat where you're joining from, if you're in education and what you are up to, what is your googly news. We're really, really excited because we're going to be having, well, at least for us in our school, Farah and I are going to be having some of our students come back to campus this week. So are you excited about that, Farah?
Yeah, I am. I'm so excited to see them back.
It's been a while, right? So here in Jordan, just for those who are joining in the chat with us, we have been in online learning for 4 months, 3 months, I think 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just over. Yeah, so we've been seeing our students virtually, some of them with their cameras on, sometimes with their cameras off, so it'll be really nice. I'm expecting some of our students will be a bit taller too, Farah. Now, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are taller than me now.
Yeah.
I have to look up to them.
Yeah, some of them are quite tall, aren't they?
Yeah, already.
Yes. So let us know in the chat if you're joining in from different schools around Amman, if you're also getting ready for re-entry, and if you're joining from another country, let us know if your school is also getting ready for re-entry or if you're going to be in distance learning still for a little bit. I know it's different it even changes from city to city, so I can't even say from country to country right now. It's just so different everywhere, but do let us know. So without further ado, guys, we have a jam-packed session for you today. If you would like to connect with GEG Aman, these are some of the spaces where you can get a hold of us. We're on Twitter at AmanGEG. You can find us on Instagram at GEG Aman, and we also have a Facebook group at GEG Aman. It's by invitation, but you're welcome to sign up to join us, and it's moderated by different Google trainers from the community. And we also have our YouTube channel where you found us here at GEG Aman.
Yes.
And so, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying we have to subscribe to it.
Yes, exactly. You guys should subscribe. We always have some awesome content. We were doing Tip Tuesdays last year, and it's really, really busy with COVID times right now. So Tip Tuesday, we usually join our friends in GEG Muscat in Oman. They've taken on Tip Tuesdays for now, so we joined them. And we're here at the end of every month with your googly updates as usual. And let's get started then. So this is a little bit of information for Farah and I, and you're welcome to connect with us in those social channels. I'm going to go ahead and share the slide deck for today's presentation so you can all join us on the deck. And then if you have questions, you can always visit us at the end of the deck to post them, or you're welcome to post them in the chat. We'd love to connect with you there. Okay, so what does today's session look like? So we're going to take a look at some of the January highlights. As you saw a sneak peek there, there's quite a few people that got certified recently at GEG Aman. We'll take a look at some googly treats, and then we'll take a look at the updates, and then we have Farah's wonderful YouTube session coming up. So we'll get, yeah, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so January highlights. Look at all the people that got certified, Farah. Do you recognize any names?
Congratulations. Really, that's great. Like, it's like so motivating.
It's so amazing, right? So inspiring that people want to get certified with Google for Education skills. And shout out to so many people from our school. Do you recognize those names, Farah? So we have
Yeah,
Wafa
yes,
from the elementary school,
yeah,
Shalina, who's certified on level 1. So congratulations to them. Shalina works in the secondary school at ICS. And congratulations to Claire Jackson, who's also just achieved her level 2 certification this month. Congratulations also to Aya Jara. I hope I said the name correctly. Apologies if not, who got certified. And she's been working with one of our trainers at Tamam. So congratulations to her. And then really cool, right?
yeah,
All the way along the bottom, we have our wonderful IT team from ICS who all got certified level 1 and level 2. So congratulations to them. So congratulations to Ayman Fahmawi, Abdullah El Said, Yunus Sawafta, and Nasser Karama. Really big shout out to them because, I'm sure you can imagine for our IT team, they're not teaching in the class, as is most IT teams at schools around the world. And as you know, Farah, since you're also a Google certified educator, these certifications are mostly geared towards educators, right? How are we leveraging the Google for Education apps inside the classroom? And so to say that an IT team was able to achieve those certifications is something really tremendous. So hats off to all of those gentlemen. Yeah, hats off indeed. And also in their second language, since their first language is Arabic, and they completed their exams in English. So it's really, really tremendous. Yeah. So congratulations. And if you guys are interested in getting your Google for Education certification, you can also visit edu.google.com and you can take a look at the certification. There's free at your pace modules that you can do to learn at your own pace asynchronously, and then you can take the certification exams at the end, and there's always boot camps going on. I know Farah is supporting one that we're doing at our school right now. That's what he's here to share with us today. And we also have the Global GEG boot camps as well, and there's always boot camps that you can join, so definitely stay tuned for those. Okay. Yeah.
Don't miss them.
They're really, really great, right? Farah, you attended a couple from Global GEG, I think, right?
Exactly. And they are very useful.
What would you say is your favorite part?
Well, I like how they put in practice and we can practice at the same time with them. So this is really good. Like we know exactly what to expect and how we should use the apps. So this is really good.
The interactivity is really great, right? Yeah. So absolutely. Absolutely. So for anybody who didn't know, there has been a lot of Grow with Google, the hashtag Grow with Google across the region of EMEA. EMEA stands for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And here in Jordan, we are definitely part of the Middle Eastern region, but actually we're part of a larger region called EMEA. So we wanted to let you guys know that these are all of the different GEGs that you can actually get in contact with. And I'm just going to change my view so that you can see something here. On this view, I will just scroll down. You can actually, since you're joining us on the deck, guys, you can actually click on any of these GEG logos and it will give you the connection to connect with our friends in different GEGs around the world. And you can see there's a congratulations. So big congratulations to Maha, who just became the GEG leader for GEG Doha in the country of Qatar. So congratulations to Maha. Yeah, and her community. So stay tuned for her launch. And of course, we're going to go and celebrate her launch there as well. But, you know, and Farah already spoke a little bit about the Global GEG Connection. Guys, you will always learn so many amazing and inspiring ways that you can use Google in your classroom and at your school just from different educators. Like, it's great you're here to learn and grow with Farah and I today, but you can learn so much from our friends at GEG UK, for example, friends at Global GEG. And so don't be shy, I guess is what I want to say, and connect with as many GEGs as you can to learn and grow together. So if you guys keep this slide, then you'll be able to connect with any of our GEGs in the EMEA region. The next thing to let you guys know on slide 7 is that we are also looking to plan ahead for 2021. And so we'd love to hear what your thoughts are, what you're interested to see from us here at GEGMN as far as either events or maybe up close and personal in a Google Meet. Safety first always. Maybe you're looking for more resources. Perhaps you'd like to continue with the Arabic content you're seeing on Facebook group, for example. So let us know. If you click on the image in the center, there is a feedback form. And I've also added the links in the speaker notes at the bottom of the deck so you can get it there. It'll only take you a few minutes, but just let us know if you find these monthly events helpful. If you want to see, Tip Tuesdays again, we are basically here to support your journey in teaching and learning across K-12 using the Google apps. And so, yeah, let us know. Let us know if there's something you would love to see for 2021. Okay, are you ready, Farah? We are going to move on to the next thing in our agenda, which is Googly Treats. This is like everybody's favorite part. Yes.
I love this.
Let's get down to Googly Treats. Okay, so on the left-hand side is a brand new resource that just launched from Google for Education, specifically from the training team, the Google for Education Certified Training Team, led by Meiju. And they shared this resource out, which is a Google Classroom video series. Sarah, I'm going to let you introduce it since you were already communicating about it with me. Let the people know what this is all about. I think Sarah might be frozen, but she will be back. She's there.
No, I'm here. I'm just paying very attention to that because I'm interested, and I saw that there is no French in it.
Yeah. Tell the people what you offered to do when you found that out. I was so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm going to contact them and tell them if they wish to have it in French.
Yeah, so Farah is a very talented French educator at our school, and we are so lucky to have her expertise. And so she offered to do some video translation in French for this wonderful resource. So really proud of you, Farah, and I'm sure they will absolutely take you up on the offer. So guys, if you click on the image on the left for Googly Treats, it will take you here to the slide deck. And this, I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see what's on the actual images. So on this slide deck, it's divided into columns. This is the English section, and on the other slide decks are a few different other languages. Hopefully French will be added there soon, and possibly even Arabic if anybody's listening in as an Arabic speaker and would like to support that translation as well. We all have heard my Arabic, so it's not going to be coming from Georgina, unfortunately. My Arabic is not that advanced for this technical tutorials. However, guys, I implore you to take a look at these videos. I took a look at the gamification video 2 days ago. I can't see it just now. Where's the gamification one? It's in there somewhere. There's a video on gamification, and it was super interesting. The gentleman who did the video tutorial was talking about leaderboards, and in your Google Classroom banner, having students who participated the most and then changing the announcement with a different name, people who responded the most to different posts. So it's just a great way. We all know how much, and you're the best at that, Farah, at our school.
Yeah,
actually, I think.
I love this. I really love this, and I think this will motivate students more, because we all love to see our name in a in a kind of a leaderboard or like this. It's very good thinking.
It's motivating, right?
Yeah, it is motivating. Yeah.
So if you'd like to find out some more ways that you can engage your learners in either hybrid or blended learning or in person, then take a look at these videos. These videos were put together by many of our friends from Global GEG and other areas as well from Google for Education to support you all with teaching and learning across your community. So definitely explore that Googly treat for sure. The other Googly treat on the right-hand side is a resource that was just shared out also this week by Google for Education that is a product training series. I'm not sure if it's the first of its kind. It's certainly the first of its kind I've seen since I became a GEG leader. So I've also signed up for it because I always learn something new from these Google events. So I'm pretty excited. You can click on the image to register, and it will take you here to Events with Google. And you basically can sign up for a series of different events. So enterprise updates for 2021, how to stay connected with Chromebooks. I'm just going to scroll because there's quite a few, at least once or twice a week, as you can see. Google Classroom features, how to support security features with admins, video conferencing. There's loads here. Look at all this content, Farah. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm totally excited. Like when I saw the post directly, I registered. So I hope that everyone is going to do the same. Like, don't miss this chance.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I totally agree. Don't miss this chance, guys. Look at all this good stuff, creativity with Jamboard, admin features. And you know, Farah, educators are always asking us, how does it work behind the scenes? Can we turn these features on? What does it look like? Because not all the teachers can do G Suite admin, right? So this is a great chance as an educator to deepen your understanding of how to use the Google Apps across your content area, how it works behind the scenes at the schools. And they're only 30-minute slots a few times a week. So definitely register for that. Okay, I'm really excited for this next Googly treat. Here we go. So this one is obviously not made by Georgina. This is made by Google for Education, and this is a personal invitation to all of you watching from anywhere in the world, including GEG Man, invited to the Learning with Google event. So if you click on the GIF, again, it is embedded with the link, and I've also pasted it in the speaker notes for you guys, and it will take you to a massive event. So basically, everybody in the education community can get together. It's a virtual event dedicated to sharing how, basically what's going to be happening with Google for 2021, including new products, features, and services to supercharge, I love their use of that adjective, to supercharge schools and people who run them. So you can sign up for this. There's 3 different events, one for the Americas and LATAM region, one for our region here in EMEA, and one for the Asia Pacific region. So our region is going to be hosted at 4 p.m. 3 p.m. BST or GMT, and that means it will start at 5 p.m. here in Jordan, which is GMT +2 on February the 18th, which is a Thursday. So we encourage you guys all to sign up for this very exciting event. Do not miss this. People are always saying, oh, when is Google going to update this? When is Google going to send us information about this? This is the event. This is the one you don't want to miss, okay? So make sure you tune in and register for this event here. You can even add it to your calendar once you are registered. And what's better, not better, but what's added on to that extra excitement is that we are also going to be hosting a special watch party. So if you want to come, yeah, super cool, right? So
it is cool, yeah. I love parties.
I wish we weren't in COVID time so that we could get together and have coffee, Farah.
Yeah.
And we could have like an after party in person. It would be so cool. But halas, no problem. It's going to be online. But But do come and join us. As you can see here, we're going to be joined by our friends from GEG Sudan, Muscat, Doha, and Italia. We're going to do a little after watch party at 7 p.m. Jordan time, which is GMT +2 on the 18th. So a 30-minute short break after this lovely Learning with Google event, and then we'll come back on at 7 o'clock to share all about the exciting news and how we can use it in our particular region. So join us there. Again, the link is here in the image. So if you click on it, you'll find the event is attached to a YouTube stream, which is already set up to go on the 18th at 7 p.m. So we look forward to seeing everybody there. Join us in the chat and let us know what you're excited about. Cool, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do before we pass it over to Farah is G Suite updates. Now, I'm really excited about this. There's a few good ones that have just been released this month. And what's the first thing is to do with the actual calendar itself. So now, instead of Google Workspace, I might have to make this a little bigger. I think that's fine. So now, instead of Google Workspace giving individual updates, which they still do on the calendar, they also now provide us with a Google Workspace recap. So for the entire week, everything is in one place, which I think is really, really helpful. So all you have to do at the end of every week is scroll down and see all of the announcements for each week. So we're just going to scan through and share the ones that are obviously pertinent for our communities here, as not everybody in GEGMN is a G Suite administrator. But this one is really cool, Farah. I don't know if you've already noticed it in your own use of Google Docs, for example, but they have a Smart Compose and autocorrect feature, and now the Smart Compose will actually be highlighted in gray. And if you want to extend, have you seen it yet?
Not yet, but this is a very good feature like this. So I'm going to check how it is working.
Yeah. So when you're typing, first of all, anything that is misspelled, that's the second part down here, it will actually autocorrect for you now, and it will be a dotted dashed line underneath to show that it's been corrected, as you can see from this image here. And then if you want to accept any other kind of change, like grammar, spelling, etc., you can use the tab button and it will auto change it for you. So this is a really, really helpful feature.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's turned on automatically. It is an extended rollout, guys, so please note that it started on exactly a month ago. Today's the 5th, but it's a gradual rollout. Most of the schools, education organizations should have received the update already, but if not, just know that it could take a little bit longer as it's on an extended rollout. Okay.
That's very good. It will be very useful. It will be very useful, I mean, because we are spending our time typing, so that will be very useful.
Absolutely. Anything that helps us save time, right, Farah? We're busy educators, leaders, right? So this is excellent. Love it. Okay, great. So the next one is the recap for the week ending on the 15th of January. This one is letting us know, there you go, Farah, that feature we just explained is now available in French and Portuguese.
Great.
So that's exciting. Yeah. And the next one, you see here that there's some updates for the admin console. So if you are watching and anybody in your school team, like the IT administrators, that maybe they need to know about these updates, guys, make sure that you share the G Suite blog updates, Google Workspace updates, sorry, since it's been rebranded now, and make sure they know what's coming, what's happening, so that they can help your organization from behind the scenes, make sure that all the updates are where they need to be. This, again, speaking about Gmail Delegate, so you can set up certain groups for your Gmail. So again, pass that on to your admin. This one is really, really cool. This one is all about Google Meet and the technical troubleshooting for Google Meet. So We'll let you guys read this update on your own, but basically what you need to know is that there's now an extra tool when you join a Google Meet that shows you what is the signal strength of the Google Meet so that you can do some general troubleshooting all by yourself. So it's really, really cool. It allows you to see time segments. You can improve the call performance, like with video and audio settings, and there's even tips on different common tasks you can do to fix any network issues you're having. So they explain as to why it's really important. And basically, just to let you guys know that it is turned on automatically, here's a little GIF to show you how it works. This is the window. You will see there's 3 dots at the bottom right of your Google Meet window, and you can click on that and go to troubleshoot, and this is what you will see. So this, for example, is live on a Google Meet. It's a GIF, obviously recorded from a live Google Meet, and it shows you like what could happen if your Meet quality is not great. And it talks about the CPU usage. So this is all of the different actions that are happening on your computer while the Google Meet is running. Obviously, that's a lot of technical terms for people, so we won't get into the nitty-gritty, but it basically shows you that if you're going above CPU requirements, these are things that you need to consider to close other tabs and other windows, etc. You can try turning your video off if your internet signal is not very high, because the video quality does take up bandwidth as well. And there are other things you can do. So yeah, take a look at that Meet tool. That's really, really exciting update from Google Meet. This one here is for admins, again, about devices not accessing the organization's information. So really, really important if your school is managing Chromebook carts, for example, how they can protect the school data and drives per device. So that's really important. Make sure you give that information to your admins. If you are one on the call, then definitely click on the link to take a look there. Okay. The last one before I pass it over to Farah is from the 29th of January. So the week ending at the end of January. Basically, the chat and the room section in Gmail has been updated. So you may have seen in Gmail, it shows you right here on the left, that it's separated into columns, right? So you have your, it used to be Hangouts chat, and then you would have like your labels on the left-hand side above. So now you can actually see your chat rooms down here, and you can see your individual chats. Now, you will not see that if your school has not turned on the chat feature in the admin console. So if Farah, you're wondering why you haven't seen that in your work account, that is why, because chat is not turned on, for example, at our school. It's something we're going to think about rolling out slowly when staff and students are ready to be able to use that responsibly. So definitely, if you don't see it and you'd like to turn that on at your school, talk to your leadership team and talk to your G Suite administrator, because it is available and it is navigable now directly from Gmail. So exciting updates there. These started rolling out on the 19th of January, and it's available to rapid and scheduled release. And so that means that whatever your domain is set up on, it should be active within 1 to 3 days. If you don't see it now that we're the 5th of February, again, make sure to check with your G Suite administrator. Okay, a few more to go. So this one here talks about cells and ranges in Google Sheets. So this is really cool, guys. Check this out. So active cells before were indicated by blue lines, and they could only be located by scrolling. Now you can actually use the range name box to jump directly to specific coordinates in the Google Sheet. So for someone like myself who doesn't use Google Sheets very often in my day-to-day, that may not impact me. But if you're like a math teacher, or you're an administrator, or you're on the administration team at your school and you use really, really big data sheets, then this is something that's going to support you a lot. There's also a box that provides a drop-down menu so that you can access, manage, and create your range sheets in Google Sheets. So pretty cool, right, Farah?
Yeah, it is. Like same, I don't use it that much, but I'm pretty sure that it will be very useful for math teachers and administrators. Like, I mean, our SLT team, they will use it for sure.
it's wonderful. So there's nothing we need to do to turn that on. It's going to be automatic, and it started a full rollout on the 19th of January. If you're on a scheduled release domain, meaning that your admins turn it on, and it will take at least 15 days, it's a gradual rollout, and it actually doesn't start until the 25th of January. So if your school is on a scheduled release domain, make sure to know that it may not be turned on yet because we're only the 5th of February. However, something exciting to look forward to for sure. Another one there is Google Calendars has now an ability to work offline. So if you're in a part of EMEA region, and we know that there are places, even here in Jordan, right, Farah, where the internet is not so strong. Here in Amman, we live on a mountain, and there are some parts of Amman that don't even have access, example, for fiber internet. And there are lots of other places around the world that don't have access to the internet in general as well. So this is really great that you have access to turn the feature on. It's automatically turned on in the console. That's a little behind the scenes for you guys. And then you can turn it on or off as a user yourself of Google if it's turned on by your admin. So again, if you don't see that feature available, make sure to talk to your G Suite administrator. But what's really, really great, and this just started rolling out to admin, so you definitely wouldn't see it just yet because it is on a gradual rollout from the 25th, even for rapid release domains. So make sure that you stay tuned, watch it over the next few weeks to see if it is available in the console if you're an administrator. But what this means, guys, for all of us watching here, is that when it's enabled, you can view your calendar up to 4 weeks in the past and any time in the future, week, day, or month. So that means that if your internet's weak and you've been enabled offline, you can still see what's coming up in the near future and in the past. So that's really good.
That's very good.
And web notifications. This is so cool. Okay. So when you're sharing your screen, Farah, you'll like this one, I think. When you guys are sharing your screen, this happens. The GIF is right there. So Chrome will automatically hide content, like any pop-up notifications that happen. For myself on Mac OS, like on my OS operating system, I have all my notifications turned off because I do a lot of live sessions. And of course, that's awkward if you have like the delivery person who's bringing you a tasty burger or pizza to let you know that they're almost there. Not the rest of the world needs to know that, right, Farah?
Exactly.
I said food because I saw burgers in the gift, so that brought to mind, and it makes me hungry for pizza now. Maybe that's on the table for tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to turn this off, guys, to make sure that people in your lessons don't see your personal notifications as well, it is now hidden when you do a screen share. It says there that when you're done sharing your screen, all notifications will automatically then be displayed, and they are muted when you're sharing a tab in Google Meet. So this is really, really, really awesome.
I'm so thankful that we don't see any more voice notifications.
And not just that, email notifications, right, Farah, from work, if we have like meeting notification coming up or anything like that. So it's really, really, really helpful. So just to let you guys know, this is a 1 to 3 full rollout that started on the 25th of January. For all domains. So we should already see that active now because we're a couple weeks or a week and a half, I guess, after the rollout. So that should be active immediately for us. And then there are 2 more, and we're only doing 1 of the 2 that is left. 2 out of 3. There we go. So out of office information to a user in Google Docs. So this is really interesting. When I go on holidays, Farah may have noticed this, I always set or maybe not, because Farah is probably a very focused well-being individual and resting during her holidays.
No, I noticed because I sent you a message during your holidays. So I know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah. So I always set when I'm on holidays and not in the office, because yeah, that's right. I always tell staff and parents at my school, they know they can reach me. And, I usually get back to people within, 24 hours, 48 if it's a really busy time. And because of that, when I'm on holiday, I want to let everybody know that I'm actually not checking my email so they're not waiting or wondering what happened to me. So we set an out of office notification. So what's really, really nice now is that in Google Docs, you're now going to see the out of office information if you mention someone in the comments. How cool is that? You see it shows up as a little yellow box now in the comments. So if Farah wants to send me a message in a Google Doc to let me know, hey, Georgina, can you action this? Or, hey, you forgot to full stop at the end of your sentence, Miss Dean. Then when she sends that to me, if I'm not available in the office, Google Doc now very graciously lets Farah know so that she's not waiting for my response. So what do you think about that, Farah?
Oh, that's good. Like this, people are not don't get impatient and like they know what to expect. That's better. That's much better.
It's really nice, right? So,
Yeah.
and what I love about this is that it actually tells you the date that it finishes. So you actually have an expectation set when you'll be able to communicate with that person again. So I think that's absolutely wonderful. For multi-person threads, it basically just lets you know that you'll see condensed out of office information, and then you can just select the information on the right-hand side for the person, because I'm imagining during the holiday time, there'll be multiple people on holiday at the same time. So this has started, guys, on the 26th of January for rapid release domain. So Farah, our school, we're on a rapid release domain. We like to get these updates out to you guys as quickly as possible. So that's really good news. But it does say that it could still take up to 15 days. It's still a gradual rollout, even we're on a rapid release. So we may not see it right away, which I think is okay because there's no holidays coming up until the end of February. So I think we're safe there. And then if you're on a scheduled release domain, so that will start in the middle of February. So you can expect to see that near the end of the month or coming into March. And so that's really, really exciting. The last update for the month of January, which I think Farah is also going to be really excited about, is the background image replacement in the Google Meet window. So hold your breath, Farah, though, because I have an announcement for us. Wait 1 second. So as of February 1st, this is basically going to be how it's going to impact. But once you've turned the background featureability on, oh, there's no image in this update. Well, good news. I have a googly treat for you guys in our slide deck where I was going to shout out, so I'll just do it now. Shout out to our friend Ben Moore from GEG UK. Ben is a certified trainer, a super Googler, if I might say so myself, and also a GEG leader for Global GEG, and he is a wealth of knowledge, and we can just learn so much from him. So if you visit his YouTube channel, which is in the speaker notes, as well as you can click on the image, you'll see this video that he is actually already created for the update. So now on the right-hand side of Ben's picture, you can see there the plus button, and you can actually change the background of something of your own. So you can import an image, a little bit like Jamboard now, Farah. You know how you can add your image to Jamboard? Exactly. So you can do that for Google Meet. Now, it is the decision, though, just to let Farah know so she doesn't get all excited to go do that tomorrow with her students. It is the feature of the admin. And so like for our school, Farah, now that we know that this is available, we need to check with leadership first, because what we don't want to have happen, which I'm sure you can agree to, is that students are changing their background every 2 seconds because they're really excited, or that they're not making good digital citizenship choices and putting inappropriate images there. So we need to have a discussion about how we can handle that. And I do encourage other educators and leaders that are watching this to also have that discussion with your school. It might be a situation where your school are really now strong digital citizens and everybody's taking really responsible actions in the classroom, whether that's virtual or blended in school as well. And yet there are still some schools that are struggling to build those positive routines. So make sure you have that conversation before you ask your G Suite administrator to turn that feature on, so that you don't give your educators at your school big headaches trying to not get dizzy, right, Farah, from having all these
because maybe it's too flashy.
Yeah. And so you want to make sure that you take care of that. However, For administrators, G Suite administrators, as well as educators, you can check out Ben's YouTube channel because he teaches educators as well as admins how to handle that in the console. Ben is a brilliant educator and ed tech leader, and I do encourage you guys to give his YouTube channel a follow. I always learn so much from Ben, and the rest of the GEGs here in Jordan and across EMEA and globally can definitely learn a lot from him as well. So if you want to read about that update, guys, you can click on the second last one in the third box from our update. So from this weekly recap from 29th, it's going to be the second update from the end. And then you can just read through what you need to do and how that is going to help you guys. Okay, so all the information is there, and it is a gradual rollout that started at the end of January. And so it probably hasn't even reached us quite yet, Farah. But once, which is good because that gives leadership at our school time to think about how they would like to handle that. Exactly. So that is it for G Suite updates. And I already, now that actually, I didn't even realize I hadn't actually clicked on the update from the blog. I didn't know that there was no picture there, but luckily enough, I'd already picked out a shout out to Ben. And so it was in there already. So guess what, Sarah?
I already subscribed to his channel.
Did you?
Yeah, it's and he's the youngest trainer. I didn't know that, but
you knew that.
Yeah. So no, really, it's very interesting. So please subscribe to his channel. You will learn a lot.
So much. And Ben is so creative. He's really good with multimedia and video as well. So it's always very interactive and an enjoyable experience. So I do encourage you to do that. Okay, so without further ado, we are now going to pass it over to Farah. I'm actually going to jump off the screen and give her the entire floor as it's now her turn. And I have to congratulate you and thank you again, Farah. Farah is an amazing ed tech leader at our school. She just joined our digital leader teacher team, and she's supporting staff at our school with training on her journey to become a Google trainer. So shout out to Farah. And she just recently did a boot camp session on YouTube for our teachers. And I was so impressed that I said, could you come and share that at GEGMN? So here she is, willing to help our local and global community as well. So I'm going to pass the floor over to you, Farah. I'm going to bring up your screen. If you'd like, Farah's obviously shared her bit.ly here, and it's also linked in the image. So let me just bring her screen share up, and I'm going to lower myself. I'll be in the chat if you have any questions, and I'm here, Farah, listening. Whenever you're done, you let me know, okay? The floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Georgina. Let me present myself. My name is Farah. I'm a teacher of French at ICS and also Google certified educator. So you can find me on social media, on Twitter especially, and I'm suggesting you to do the same. Like if you don't have a Twitter account, to create one and to be connected with a lot of educators, and you will learn so many things and get notifications to new events. So do that thing. Like it's just a tip from me. And you can find me on Facebook, but not for EdTech tips or anything. It's really for French and my passion for French. So in the slide deck, that is shared at the beginning, you will have the link to my website, and you will have access to the different link to my Twitter and Facebook, and I hope to see you there. And all we discuss about Google matters, or we would discuss about French. So now I'm going to move on to my presentation because you're coming for that especially. So I'm going to talk about YouTube. As a language teacher, YouTube is a part of my teaching. It's very important. So I will give you some tips to use it effectively, and I really hope that you will be practicing with me. So since you're already on YouTube, let's have another tab and practice on at the same time what I'm going to share with you. So are you ready? I hope you are. Okay. So thank you. So I'm going to start now. So what are we going to learn in this session? There are 3 parts in this session. First, we're going to find high quality educational content. And then we're going to curate this educational content. And finally, we're going to create the optimal viewing experience. So let's start our journey with that. So how are we going to find high quality educational content on YouTube? Well, it's quite simple, right? You go on YouTube and you have your YouTube channel. So if you're like National Geographic, that would be great, because in National Geographic, they have their videos, they have the playlists, they have many content. Now, but if still you're just a beginner on YouTube, what you have to pay attention to is the guide. So what is the guide? The guide is the place where it's the feature you see was 3 horizontal lines. It's the place where you're going to find your home, of course, and the playlists. So the library where you can find all your playlists and your subscriptions. So the subscriptions are the channels that you're subscribed to. And this is where, in fact, you're going to find your video when you're searching. It will be in your playlist or in your in a channel that you know very well in your subscriptions, right? So there's another way to find a video is to use to filter your search and to use the filter options. So in the filter options, you have different possibilities. You can find when it's uploaded, what is the type, also how long is the video, and other things like if it's subtitled or if what kind, how relevant it should be or how it is sorted by. Now, you're going to do a research. And when you do this research, the good thing when you're kind of busy, it's to add it to your watch later playlist. So how are you going to do that? It's quite simple and it's very quick. You're going first, of course, to make your search and click on the features that you're looking for. And then when you have clicked on the different options, you will find your videos or the videos that you're looking for. And there are different videos that you're interested in. So you're going to click on the button or on the icon, watch later, that you will find just here, okay, on the top right. And when you click on it, it will be added automatically to your watch later playlist. And this is a great option because this way, when you have it in the watch later playlist, you can move on to another activity and then come back to what you were doing. And then when you have time, you will come to your watch later playlist and check those videos if you want to keep them or not. So where is the watch later playlist? You will find it in the library here, okay? So you will find it in here. And you will get your watch later playlist with the videos that you have chosen just by clicking on the icon, and here it is. So another thing that is really good with videos on YouTube is that you can embed it in the G Suite apps. Isn't it that great? So the great thing why it is great, because you can insert your video, okay, and just add it. It can be on Blogger, it can be on Google Site, Google Classroom, Google Slides, and Google Form. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to take the link and you can add it. So search for the insert button or the insert tab, and then you will find the icon YouTube or video, and then you will be able to add your your YouTube video. So you can put the name, you can put the title, you can put the keywords, you can put the link when you're searching in the G Suite apps, and then you add your video in this G Suite apps. So it depends on it all depends on your use. So this is my challenge for you. Now, let's search for a short video uploaded this month about video creating a GIF. Okay, I gave you the title, but you will have different options. It has, and you have to embed it in a Google app. So, a video creating a GIF or GIF. People disagree on this. It's GIF or GIF. It has to be short, so less than 4 minutes, and it has to be uploaded for this month. So when you find this, just embed it in a Google app of your choice. As you can see, it can be Blogger, Google Site, Google Classroom, Google Slides, or Google Form. And then take a screenshot and share it with us. You can share it on Twitter, on AmmanGAG, or my account, FLEFG, and with Georgina, Techie Leader Edu, if you wish to. And let us check that how you're doing with this part, because we have finished with part 1. So we're going to continue with the second part now. How to curate how to curate educational content on YouTube. So let's start the second part. Are you ready? Let's do that. So, now that you have searched for videos, and certainly by searching for videos, you found some interesting YouTube channels that you would subscribe to. So how do you subscribe to a channel? Well, it's quite simple. You go to that channel for sure. And when you go to the channel, you're going to click on the subscription button. Here, of course, I'm already subscribed. However, when it's when you didn't subscribe yet, it's red. And you have this bell. This bell is quite important because you have 3 options. Or you want to get all the notifications, like you really want them, all. So you see here the subscribe. Or you want to get personalized notifications, or really you don't want to get any notifications because you're receiving a lot of notifications. So I'm suggesting you to subscribe to Global GAG, that's for sure. And of course, AmmanGAG. Just subscribe to those 2 channels. They are very important. The second thing that you can do when you're doing you want to get the videos that are interesting and find them very easily. Like to curate, it's very easy to save another user's playlist. So how do you do that? Well, you're going to search, for instance, for GAG Amman, they have, if you go to their website, okay, and you find, for instance, an interesting playlist that you would like to keep in your library. So what you're going to click on, you're going to click on this icon and add it to your playlist. And this way, when you go to your library, you will have this playlist in here. So you see your playlist, you will find your playlist in there, and it's quite simple, you see. But of course, sometimes being subscribed to channels or having another user's playlist is not enough. And the best thing to do is to create a playlist. So how are we going to do? So for instance, we're making a research, or we're searching for a specific topic, okay? And we really want to have these videos in our playlist. So how are we going to do? I'm going to tell you. You see here, just look at these dots, okay? So to make it easier for you, you see those three dots, you click on this. So those three dots, you will find them here, okay? At this part, at the right, on your right, on the top. So when you find them, you click on them, and then you click on Save to Playlist, okay? So you're saving this video to a playlist, but not any playlist. You want to create the playlist. So you will click on the plus button, and when you click on the plus button, you will be able to name your playlist and add and choose if you want it public so everyone can see it, unlisted if you want to share it with some people, or private because you really don't want others to have like access to it. So don't you find this great to subscribe to channels, add another user's playlist, and create our own playlist? Now, when you have playlists, it's important to be well organized. And if you have to be organized from the start, because then it will be very difficult to find your playlist or to understand why you created this playlist. So put a good title. You will have like a pen, you click on it and you write the title of your playlist. And put a good description, because of course you're going to work on different things, and maybe this playlist is specific to a topic, so you want it to be more specific. And then you have different icons, and those icons are really good. So one of them is really interesting, is this the playlist setting. So when you click on it, you will be able to manage your videos and check which video will come first. Also, if you would like to share your playlist with someone, you can collaborate with someone. This is another icon, collaborate, and there will be a link that you will be able to share with your collaborators. That means that they will be able to add new videos to this playlist because you're giving them access to that. Another thing that would be interesting is to add new videos, or you want to add this playlist to another playlist. And finally, if you're not happy with that, well, just delete your playlist. So tell me, Georgina, is there a question about playlist and how to organize it?
It is amazing. I can't tell you how excited I am every time I get to listen to you run through this very inspiring slide deck. You have challenges in there for everybody, and you have gifts, and it's just absolutely wonderful. We don't have any questions just yet, Farah, so I think you're good to go. But I did take a couple screenshots. I'm going to be sharing your challenge out on social, encouraging everybody to join in the YouTube fund so we can celebrate everybody's
Yeah,
learning.
I would
So
like to celebrate all the people participating. So, and it would be great just to check that everything is okay and we are here. Any question, please do ask. Please do ask.
absolutely.
So,
I'll pop it up on the screen for you if anything comes up, okay? Keep up
okay,
the good
thank
work.
you. Thank
Okay.
you. So just if you want, if you're a visual person like me and Georgina, Georgina is a very visual person. There's something really good that you can do for your playlist is to set like one of the video as a playlist thumbnail. So this video will be like when you will have your playlist, it will be the thumbnail for your playlist, okay? And those icons will let you move to the top or move to down your video. So you can rearrange the videos according to your preferences. Now, what is important and for you is to be able to share this playlist, because after all, most of you are educators, and I guess you're going to do this for your, or even if you're not an educator, you're an administrator, maybe you're creating like a playlist that you want to share with your team, or you want to share with, if you're an educator, with your students or your colleagues. So don't forget to click the share button. And of course, the share button is in here. So when you click on it, you will get access to the link and you will be able to share this link with the people. Okay? And this is why I'm telling you that, because this is our second challenge. Our second challenge, go to GHG Amman YouTube channel and create a playlist with 2 or 3 videos of your choice, like your best videos, the one that you really like, and describe its content. And when you're happy with your playlist, share it with us on Twitter or on Facebook, on the Facebook group if you wish to. And you tag us if you are on Twitter, also Gigi Amman and myself and Georgina. So FLEFG and Take Your Leader Edu. Okay, this is the second challenge, and it's a quite easy one to do. So I really wish to see you participating to that challenge. Now, final part, it's almost over, and this one is very like useful. You will see, okay? Especially if you're working with kids. So this is my favorite feature, and really it's needed because sometimes you're using YouTube directly with students, so you don't want them to see any bad content. And the restricted mode is one of the best feature that I can I really use a lot. So what is this restricted mode? The restricted mode lets you avoid or filter like unwanted videos or like sensitive videos that you really don't want to share with a young public. So all you have to do is to click on your icon that is on the top right. And when you click on it, you will have access. So you see, this is it. You will have access to the restricted mode. It's down there. If you click on here, you will be able to activate the restricted mode. So you have to understand 2 things about that. The restricted mode is only on your browser. So on the so each one is responsible for their own browser, okay? And second thing is that it's not 100% accurate. So you have to be careful, even if you put your restricted mode or you activated it, okay? So just check that it's on, that you activated it, especially if you're working or teaching young people. Second thing that I really love, because I'm a language teacher, it's subtitles and closed captioning. So what is subtitles and closed captioning? Well, you see here, if you click on this icon, you would click on it and you would see that there is a possibility to have subtitles, okay? But to choose your subtitles, you have to go to the settings. And here is the settings, and you look at the subtitles. In this video, you have at least 3 languages, so French, English, and Arabic. So if you want to learn French, go to this and subscribe to this channel. You will learn French very well. Yeah, I'm doing promotion for French, like I'm a French teacher. So, but if you don't speak, if you don't understand the French subtitles, you don't understand the English subtitles, you don't understand the Arabic subtitles, let's say you're German and you only speak German, well, let's see what we can do. This person is speaking in French, okay? So I will pick the subtitles in French, okay? And then I will go to the auto. So let me check if it's, yeah, I will pick, and then I will pick auto translate and pick the language of my choice. Here it's in German. So you will have the subtitles in German. Is it 100 accurate? Well, I can't tell you. I'm not German. So if you speak German, you could tell me if it's accurate or not, okay? So this is a good thing if really you want to understand like the meaning of a video. And if you really like if you want to listen to the language and you have it in the main language, also it's a good feature. Another feature that I really, really enjoy. And here I'm promoting the GG Global Bootcamp. And I really encourage you to go there and check what they do, especially the bootcamps, if you want to be well prepared for your certificate, if you want to pass your certificate. So what can you do with your videos? The different view modes that you have. You have the mini player. I love this when I do research. I put the mini player. It will be on the bottom down, like on the right. And like this, I will be able to have a look at the different videos. And when I'm doing a search, that's very good. There's another way to use another mode is the cinema mode. The cinema mode, and we will see because this is a GIF, so it's repeating itself. So the cinema mode is, let me wait a little bit so I can show you what is the cinema mode exactly. Okay. I don't know if you like to do push-ups. I really like push-ups, but the real one, okay, so now we have it. So the cinema one, this is the mini player, as I was telling you. And then we're going to move on to the cinema mode, which is that it will remove what is in the side, and you will have a look like all the videos that are in the side, you won't see it, okay? And the final one will be the full mode. But to be able to exit it, you will have to click the escape button in your keyboard. Okay, where to find it? I think everyone knows where is the escape button because we use it a lot. It's on the top top left. I don't know my right from my left. It was a lot of practice before, like giving this this session, just to know my right from my left. So I hope I didn't do any mistake about that. So this is how to make to show it on YouTube. But if also you want to integrate your videos, for instance, in Google Slides, how will it be? Well, when you insert your video or you embed your video in the Google Slides, it will be this format, and you can watch it this format, okay? But you have the option to put it full mode, okay? And same thing, when you put it full mode, you will have to click on the exit button to be able to the escape button, not the exit button, the escape button, so you can exit this full mode. That's it, okay? So this is it for the modes. Now, dealing with low bandwidth. When the internet, sorry for the pronunciation, I will go like slightly to French. So how is, like, if you have a low internet connection, and I know that not everyone has fiber, and now my IT colleagues would say, well, there is even better than fiber, I know, but I don't know everything, you know. So if you have a low internet connection, because that's happened in different like area in Jordan, in Amman especially. So you have the option to put to preload your video. So how are you going to do that? Well, click on the play button, okay, for a few seconds, and just pause it. And you see this line, this white line? Well, it will be gray at the end. And when it is gray, all gray, that means that your video is preloaded and that you can watch it even if you don't have internet. So it's great, no? Or if you still have internet and you don't want to preload your videos, or you don't have the time to do so, you can change the quality of the video. So of course, you're going to click on the setting button and change the quality. And the best quality for low internet connection is 360p, okay? 360p, just keep it in mind. And I think that's it with the last part. And this is our last challenge. So really, I hope that you will be participating in the third and final challenge. So you're going to search for a short video with subtitles, and you're going to auto-translate the subtitles into Arabic. So of course, when you're searching for this video, it doesn't have to have already voice subtitles in Arabic, because you want to use the auto-translate option, okay, feature. And translate the subtitles into Arabic. Take a screenshot of this and share it with us on Facebook, on the Facebook group, or on Twitter, and tag us so we can see what you've done. Thank you for listening to me and being there. If you have questions, please do ask questions.
What can we say? This has been phenomenal. Wow. Super, super impressive. Thank you so much for sharing. It's a wealth of knowledge. And I was laughing. I'm sure you could see that behind the scenes on the StreamYard. Quite a humoristic presentation. So thank you for making me smile on a Friday evening, Farah. That was lovely. And I do disagree, though, with your comment about you not knowing everything, because I think any Google trainer or GEG person on here would say that you pretty much have covered everything to do with YouTube. So if you're going to be taking your look,
No, but I'm trying to be modest.
Okay, well then that worked if that was your goal. But no, seriously, and And I picked up a few things the first time you gave this presentation. So thank you for taking time out of your weekend to come on GEGMN and share the presentation again. I know also specifically with GEGMN that a lot of people watch these episodes after the fact at a time that's more convenient for them. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of happy and grateful viewers later on. And we had a few people from work joining in as well that gave you a shout out earlier. So that was great as well. Guys, make sure that you take advantage of Farah's challenges and tag us if you're coming close to doing your L1 or L2 certification with Google for Education. And I'm sure Farah would agree. I would say that Google Sheets and YouTube are the parts of the certification that people have the most questions about. So Farah's lovely presentation and these challenges will help you prepare with all the skills you need to get ready for those exams. So yeah, the challenges. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and also for the questions, you know that we can find everything like in the Unit 11 for certification. So, but the training. So I put all the questions that I could on Kahoot. So if they want to do this challenge and check that they really understand everything and they didn't miss anything. And so it's a good practice before their exam.
I love that. Farah is gamifying at the end of the training session to help us ensure we have an enjoyable experience. Farah, what would I do without you?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, inspiring me
it's really like I'm so happy, Georgina. Like you're a great motivator, and thanks to you, like I'm so happy because we learned so much from you, and you motivated us to do even better and to push ourselves. Thank you.
Don't make me blush on air, Farah. Thank you. No, but really, it's a team
I don't
effort.
want to be the only one blushing. That's why.
No, come on. Everybody knows that it's all you guys with these creative, innovative ideas in the classroom, helping each other across the teams, across the school, and now even at GEGMN. We're so lucky to have you guys, really. So keep up the great work. And this is a fantastic way to gamify reviews with Kahoot. And so this is lovely. I love it. So yeah, take a look at that, guys. Join the challenge if you're interested, and let us know how you get on with YouTube. We have been on, is that the last slide, Farah, or you've got more tricks up your sleeve? Let me know.
No, but just if they want to know how I did this presentation, I would say, of course, I would say in French, bravo et merci. Because I'm waiting for the people to do everyone to do the challenges. So I'm thanking them in advance. And I'm just telling them that this presentation is from Slides Mania. And if they want to do like creative presentation, they can find all the templates in there. So go and take them.
I love it. And so such an important part to remember, fair use digital citizenship, guys, to make sure that we credit our sources all the time. And so Farah has done that beautifully. And shout out to Paula from Slides Mania, who always provides us with awesome Google Slides templates, just as the one Farah has shared with us here. So yeah, make sure please to follow Farah on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can show them where that information is, Farah. Up here on slide 3 of the slide deck, you'll find all the links on the right hand side to connect with Farah. She's linked in her Twitter handle there, LinkedIn, and her website. So please do connect with Farah. Keep the conversation going. As you can see, she's a wealth of creativity and ed tech innovation, and you can learn a lot on how to use ed tech in the classroom from her expertise. So definitely connect with Farah there. And just a final shout out reminder, guys, make sure you register for Learning with Google coming up in our time zone on the 18th of February. But hey, if you want to check out APAC session earlier on the 18th at 6 a.m. our time zone, then you can do so. Make sure you register with the links that are linked into the slide deck. And hey, remember, we have our after party afterwards. So Make sure you double block your calendar for the Learning with Google event, and then bring your party hats, or maybe it's another cup of coffee, I don't know. Maybe it's another bowl of popcorn, that's what's on the slide, and join us for the after party at 7 p.m. in Jordanian time zone. And the last thing, please, please, please remember, we want to hear from you guys. Where is my slide? There it is. On slide 7 is the feedback form. I'm also going to drop that here in the chat, just because we would love to hear from everybody what you would like to see for GEG events. GEG event. Oh, GEG Amman event. There we go. A little bit of tongue tied there as we continue to roll into 2020. So Farah, any final words for our GEG Amman community before we wish them a safe and healthy weekend?
Well, we wish them to be, of course, to stay safe, but we want them to be with us and to participate to all these events, so we can have fun and enjoy discussing about Google.
I love it. And I'm just popping in the chat now, guys. You can register and join us at GEG Amman here with this link that I've just dropped in the chat as well, and it's also linked into the slide deck. So the slide deck is linked in the chat, and you guys will have view access to this indefinitely. It's always a choose your own adventure story, so please feel free to take a copy as a resource to use in your lessons or your professional development. If you're also providing Googly training or more training at your school, that's our pleasure always here at GEG Amman. So with that, we'd like to thank everybody for joining the session today. Whether you're an educator, an administrator, a leader, a board member, or you're even a parent of one of your children who go to school, we want to thank everybody who's part of the community for everything you guys are doing on the front line to support many different situations, from hybrid to online to in-person learning. It is still challenging times with COVID, and we're about to embark here in Jordan in just a couple of days on our first phase of re-entry. So we want to wish everybody a super safe and healthy start. Remember to wear your masks, protect each other and yourselves, and we look forward to seeing people at school soon, and hopefully in the near future in person. For now, our GEG Amman events in the future will be online until obviously the situation is a little bit safer, but we would love to see you at the event on the 18th that we already shared, and more coming up as we go through 2021. So thanks again for joining us on GEG Amman, guys, and we look forward to seeing you on the 18th of February. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Stay safe.